your favorite show, Active Hub, and our hashtag is Inspire, Instruct, and Innovate. Today we are having a beautiful woman here. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
And today she's going to talk to us about her journey, about what she does. Welcome.
Thank you.
You can talk to us, you can tell us what you do, you can tell us how we can be as beautiful as you are. Talk to us. Tell us something about you.
My name is Abigail Zavala Kingasio. My journey is long. It's pretty long, but I'm going to make it short as much as I can. So, I'm a social worker by profession. I graduated in 2016, and I have experiences with other jobs before I went to school and after school. The first job that I did after I've graduated was I was a social worker at Light and Power Center, Kitale. Then after that, I lost my job in 2017, early in January. So that's when things started falling apart. I can say your first enemy is your fears. I didn't know what to do. I tried to apply jobs, but I didn't get any. So I was like, if I'm not getting jobs, I've tried to apply like for the whole year and I'm not getting anything. What will it come out of me? So I had 6,000 shillings, and I called a friend of mine. She's called Pauline. She's in Nairobi. I called her and I told her, "Hey, Pauline, things have been hard, but I have this 6,000. Can I send it to you so that I look for transport to come to Nairobi? You take me to Gikomba and I look for some things to sell." Then she asked me like, things like what? And I said, I just want second-hand handbags and men's sweaters. Because in my mind I thought men don't bargain, they'll just buy, So I sent her 6,000 as I looked for fare to go to Nairobi. By then it was around 900, 800. So after like 2 to 3 weeks, that's when I got it was 1,600. So I told her, hey, I have fixed money. I have 2,000, and I'm coming. So she told, you just come. We will go tomorrow in the morning. So I woke up very early. I went to Nairobi. I went to her place. She really welcomed me. She was a good friend of mine. We worked previously in Nairobi. So I went to her to Gikomba and I got a few sweaters. They were selling them at 200 per sweater. And second-hand handbags. I got a few of them and I came back with it. So I could walk from door to door. I actually hawked. I could walk from door to door when people have come back from work. I started with the place where I was staying, and I would hawk and knock the doors and ask them if they could like or they could buy. It took me a few months doing that business, going to Nairobi, coming back, going to Nairobi. Actually, I was making profit, because you're not paying for any shop or a specific place that people come and get you. So I could hawk. And it took me some good time. It took me from 2017, around October, I did it up to 2018 made. Then I was like, I think I've made enough money. It was not easy. And I told myself, let me venture into new stuff. New clothes, not second-hand ones. So I have also another friend. She took me to Kitale. For the first time, I went to Kitale and looked for clothes to sell. I didn't have a shop by then. I was still coming to work. So for the first time, I didn't have orders. So I just went and picked some things that I thought people could like. So I took slim bags, I took khakis for men, I took jeans for ladies, and sandals. I came back with them. So I could hawk. I
Still
could move.
hawking.
Yes, I was still hawking, you know. It was hard. You know, you hawk for the whole day trying to save money. You don't drink water, you don't do anything. And I tried, and I was just asking God to lead me because things were hard. My sisters were in school. My younger sisters were in school. I was paying rent for myself. I didn't have that money, and I didn't have any other way to do it. So after me talking, I got specific customers for t-shirts, collared, round neck, v-neck, jeans, ladies, dresses for ladies, skirts. I got specific customers and they were just giving me orders. I want a black skirt, I want a cream top. So I could write down the orders, go and bring. So this time it was not that hard as first time. I had to go, then bring. As I bring, I just come to deliver. Yeah, they give me the money. But some customers could not pay. They just said, just give me. I'll give you tomorrow because my money has delayed. You see, it's end month, and you know, because you want to build that rapport with your customer, you just give it to them because you know they are working place. So I could give, but many of them, or majority of them, could not pay. So it was a big challenge. So after that, I told my brother, hey, this building, I'm seeing it's coming to an end. Then my brother told me, yes, I also want to put something here. We can start something here. So I really thank my brother. That was 2018, November. My brother told me, he prepared me in advance that we are going to get a shop. So I had to save money. I remember I saved 55,000. And I had my passport before in 2013. So after my brother got a place, he told me, now you need to get stock. I went to Kampala. With my 55,000. The fare was 3,000. The place to sleep was 800. I can't forget. So with the time, I woke up, I was with my aunt and I told her, hey, this is the only money that I have and we need stock. Then she told me, we'll just buy what we can. Then we went, I bought some t-shirts, jeans for ladies. I was not specific, but then I could buy the things that I was selling before because I had my customer. So I bought those things. I used to sell also perfumes, refill perfumes, but they were not there. So I bought what I could. We came back. I remember it was not easy at the border. We were caught. We didn't have some documents. It was not easy. So we tried our best. We came back and I set up a shop at Kitale's, first floor, room C11, and I started there. It was not easy. You know, nobody gives you money to do anything. Some people were discouraging me. Some people told me, that's just a waste of money. We are not going anywhere. You should just go back to school. You know, and you thinking of going back to school, who will pay for you the school fees? I still have siblings behind me going to school. So it was not easy. I did what I could. And believing in yourself is another thing. You need to believe in yourself. No matter what people tell you, believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Believe you're going to do it. I believed in myself actually. I had a few supports. I can't count even to 5. I really had few supporters who were encouraging me. Yes. They could tell me, no, Abby, you can do this. Don't listen to people. Don't listen to the world. Just do what you think is best. And I followed my heart. I have a beautiful boutique. It has really brought me far. And I'm so grateful to God. Very, very much grateful. You're welcome to my boutique to come and see it.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing a few with us, and we are still going to understand more about where you started, where you begin, and where you are, and where we can locate you.
Yes.
So today we need to talk about understanding fashion and trends.
Okay.
Can you tell us what is fashion? How do you understand fashion?
For me, okay, by the I did not do fashion. I did social work.
Yes,
You see,
no?
these are two different.
different
This is
things.
health and this is.
Hata unafaa kutuambia mbona ukatoka kwa social work ukakuja kwa boutique or whatever.
It's just, I can say it's passion. Okay, I really love working. I'm a good counselor. I really love counseling people. That's my profession.
You can start with me.
I love my profession, yes, but I had no choice. As you see, the world we are today, you do this, but at the end of it, there are no jobs for that.
Yeah.
So, if you want to go far, or if you want to make yourself, like for me, say, your life is in your hands.
Yeah.
So you make it or you destroy it. So for me, I believed that, and I believed if I still apply for jobs and I wait for me to be called somewhere to work, I will wait for long, because it's not only me. People are still tamaking, So for me, what I know about fashion is the latest, or what I can say, fashion is popular. Fashion is different. There is fashion of clothes, shoes, footwear, watch, that's accessories. So fashion is wide, fashion is different. Yes.
For me, I think fashion is something that I'm comfortable with.
Yes, fashion is different, it's wide.
Yeah.
Yes.
So for me, what I'm thinking, how I can understand fashion is that something I'm comfortable, I can put on, and I'm comfortable. I feel that I'm okay. So you cannot tell me that this. For me, that is fashion.
That's
Yes.
It's what anyone. Okay, fashion is different. It has many definitions.
Yeah.
With the different people. Somebody can just tell you fashion is what I've worn. To him or her, that's fashion. So fashion is different. Fashion is wide. It differs from one person to another.
Yeah. Thank you for keeping it at Active Television Network, and we are here. Our topic for today we are just discussing how we understand fashion and trends. So mmesikia ametuambia about fashion, and you can see mimi nikimwona this is fashion. Yeah. Okay, how does fashion affect people?
Okay, fashion. Okay, like the world we are in today, we have a lot of emission of gases that goes to it affects the weather and everything. It brings global warming. So global warming affects fashion in one way or the other. You see, sometimes it's very, very hot, and they're like, can I wear this jumper or not? You see, it affects because there are those people who are in fashion industry and they would like to wear something, to be fashionable or to design whatever they're designing. But you see, their clothes designed for different occasions, for different weathers. So there is a way it affects people. Like if it's rainy or if it's cold, you see, and maybe it has been designed like this one. You see, I can't wear this when it's very cold because I'm going to feel cold. So it really affects people. One is global warming. Another one, it's both negative and positive. It influences people in different cultures. People have different cultures, religion, and I can say that, you see, different religions, that like Muslims, the way they wear when they go to church, like Christians, the way they wear, they go to church, culture like Maasais, you see, the Kikuyus, those who wear the skin, the animal skins, at the occasion, you see the West Pokot people, the way they wear it, yes. So it's really, it's so diversified. Yes.
I think pia inafect like umeenda mahali.
Yes.
And then when uko hapo yani wana choose umekuja, we know you are a speaker or you are something else, nini. Sasa wakiangalia venye umepiga luku, nasema tu huyo watu wote wenye wamevaa hivi wapite na huko na wenye wamevaa hivi wapite huko.
Wageni wa Nairobi.
Wageni wa Nairobi wakae huko.
Yeah,
okay.
It also defines fashion, and you see, it also defines you. Yes, it defines the way you wear, the way you walk, the way you talk. You see, fashion does that to a lot of people. Yeah, it makes you to be someone who can define yourself, or someone, when someone looks at you, they can define you by the look, the way you're wearing, the way you're speaking. You see, your handbag. People look at different things to define fashion. Yes.
And why is fashion important?
Fashion is important, as I had said earlier. It defines culture,
Yes.
it defines religion, it defines a region, it defines a country. You see, it's important because it's a source of income to others. And it's also important because it makes those designers design for us what we want to wear. It boosts the economy. It does a lot to the country, though fashion is not the biggest industry in Kenya, but it nurtures people.
Yeah.
Yes.
And can you be fashionable without spending money?
No, you can't. Okay. For you to be fashionable, you have to spend money. Though you may not spend much, you can spend a little or too much money. It depends with your situation, your financial situation, capabilities. But you don't really need to have a lot of money for you to be fashionable. Yes. Fashion, the way you dress. For me, maybe let's say I want to wear jeans and a t-shirt. And for me, that's fashion.
Yeah.
Someone else wants to wear a kitenge, that's fashion to him or her. So you don't really have to spend a lot of money. Yes.
Thank you for keeping active. Thank you for tuning in. And venye mnasikia, we are talking about fashion, and she's telling us more about fashion. And there is someone out there amekaa tu and anasikia vitu mzuri zikisemwa hapa about starting a business, about fashion, about anything. What can you tell that someone amekaa tu ajielewi, pengine sasa hapa penye tunajaribu kueleza can you be fashionable without spending money? Sasa hapo ajielewi, anajaribu kujitafuta.
As I said earlier, your first enemy is your fears. Get rid of fears. When you fear, you can't make a risk. You'll be like, hii pesa yangu nikiweka hapa sitaungua yote. So you have to take risk. For you to make a step, you have to take a risk. You have to believe in yourself. You have to adjust your ways. You have to be flexible. You have to be humble. You have to be respectful. You have to look at the world in another angle, not the way other people look at it. Since you want to succeed, or maybe you want to make 2 or 3 steps ahead, you have to look at yourself and be like, okay, let's assume that I don't have money now, and I want to start a business. Today's world, like today in Kenya, it's different because people get loans. But for me, I've never taken a loan in my life to start a business. I've never taken a loan to start a business. And I encourage people. They see, like many youths today, they're in Fuliza, they're in Mshwari, they're in Tala, they're in KCB, Branch. I don't know. I hear there is also one called, I don't know, Pata Cash or something like that. What I'll tell you is, don't get those money. You see, like, you be a prisoner of it. Because any money that you get, you need to pay this for you to get that money and do something else. Or else you'll be blacklisted or something. Like, I tell people, you keep Fuliza. For me, I've never used Fuliza. You keep Fuliza each and every time. Unafuliza. It reaches a time that when someone sends you money, even if it's 100 shillings, it will be deducted. Yes. And I hear if you take I think they charge you 3 bob per day, or I don't know how much.
Mhm.
So you imagine you don't get money for all those days, then it accumulates. Then when someone says, let me send you something maybe for you to do something or for you to start a business, it all goes to Fuliza. Again, you have to Fuliza for you to start a business. No, you just believe in yourself. These youths of today, they want to be, like today's youths, they are so different compared to us. Like they really want their parents to do everything for them. Wapatie pesa, ama wakwenda kufungulia biashara kwambia sasa mama wewe utakuwa unakaa hapa unangoja customers walete pesa. No, you don't nurture your kid that way. Let them know how to look for it. Let them know the pain of losing something. Let them, pesa ya kupatiwa utaitumia vile unataka. But the money that you work for, the money that this one is going to pay my bills, this one is going to pay my fare, this one I have to eat, you will plan for that money. You will work for that money and you won't spend it the way you want. So the youths of today are so different. And I feel like most of them, they are comfortable where they are. Because many of them, they don't want to make that, they don't want to struggle. You can't make it when you don't struggle. Nothing comes on a silver platter. Yes, you don't do that. You work for it. For me, I've always said, and I've always believed, you don't need to have millions of money for you to start a business. When I started my shop, I remember I had dummies, these dummies,
yes,
without clothes. And because I used to hawk, I had like 3 jeans, 2 t-shirts, 1 khaki, and that's what I started with. I could dress them with that, and I sit in the shop. The shelves were empty, and my friends could tell me, Abby, see, you just close the shop and wait until you've got stock. I told them I don't have money. The money that I have, I've planned for the stock, yes, but I have to look for something small to add to that for me to travel and get the stock that I believe is going to run the business. You see? But if you just sit there and wait for someone to give you, nobody will give you money. Nobody will. Okay, if you go for loans, yes, but just sit at someone to give you, unless he or she is your parent and on top to support, yes, but just the other world to give you money to do your stuff that you want. So the youths need to believe in themselves. Now, I think there was a time here in Kitale, there was these free loans at Shamberere here. Unapatiana 5,000 and they give you 50,000. Which kind of institution is that? Who multiplies your money? No, it was a scam. People gave money. People gave a lot of money. Yes, they wanted, they want more money. You want more money which you don't work for it. It doesn't work that way. You have to struggle for you to get what you want. Even the Bible says, he or she who doesn't work should not eat. You need to go for your goals. For me, I believe that set your goals right and you'll achieve them. If only you believe in yourself. But if you listen to the world, you won't go anywhere. Yes. They will discourage you.
So, Abigail, what do you think about fashion? Is fashion the biggest industry in Kenya?
No. Fashion is not the biggest industry in Kenya. But I'm glad that Kenyan artists and designers, they are coming up. And I believe they'll be somewhere one day, but it's not the biggest industry. It's not. I feel even music, it's more than fashion in Kenya. But fashion is good.
So, if we try to pull up our socks, can we make it the biggest industry in Kenya?
Okay, it will take time. It will really take time.
How long?
No, I can't
predict.
I really can't predict because you see, technology is something that also affects fashion and time. Fashion changes with time, fashion changes with technology. The more technology changes, the more fashion changes. The more time changes, the more fashion changes. You see, it's that way. So you can't predict how much technology is going to change from today to next year. You can't do that. It's the same way as fashion. You can't predict.
Thank you, Abigail. And in Kitale, where can we get you? Where are you located?
I'm located at Kenyatta Street,
Mhm.
Abbey Towers. Abbey Towers is opposite Cooperative Bank, first floor, room C11. I have a boutique and a cyber in the same place.
Only that. Sisi tunataka tukutafute tu kwa kila kitu yenye uko na.
I just have another show
Mhm.
of cosmetics, but I have not stopped it.
Mhm.
But I'm still trying. As I had said, I've not made it. I'm also trying. I also want to be someone with time I know and I
So
believe.
usituambie you have not made it, sisi tunaona you've made it because we are looking up to you. As we are listening to your story, at least tunakuwa na hiyo nguvu. And
Yes.
someone is watching, someone is looking, someone is asking questions. Na I hope mtu amesikia what you're saying, and kuanzia sasa we are promising we are going to do something. We are not going just to idle there, go and ask for loans. Wanatuambia peana 5k, then wanatupea 50k.
Yeah.
And na unajua sasa sisi we like that. We like that ile yenye unasikia tu kuna pesa mahali. And then kuna people are watching, and someone is watching from Nairobi, and Victor is here, and Hanson is here, then Michael Cover is here. So for those who are watching, just tell them something. Najua umewaambia many things, just tell them something.
For those who are watching, I just want to encourage you. Life is a cycle. Okay, there are things that are not permanent. Keep believing in yourself. Keep doing the right things. Keep making your ways right. Believe in God above all, for He makes everything happen at its own time. I also didn't know that at some point in life I'll be where I am, but I'm really grateful to God. I'm really grateful to my close friends, those who supported me emotionally, physically, in prayers. It has been a journey. And some people look at me and they tell me, you cannot do anything, you cannot tell us anything. And I tell them, you choose your own ways, I choose my own ways.
Na hapo kwanza mtu akikwambia you cannot nini aujai kutika bwana.
No.
Yes, you can trust yourself, but inafikanga place ingine uko like na watu wamekuwa wengi wakiniambia hivi, I think I need to quit. Ujai fika hiyo place?
Okay, I reached that point and I wanted to quit, but I remembered, you see, if I quit, those people, they're not, you see, the world will discourage you. But you have to think, are they going to feed you? No. Are they going to provide for you whatever you want? No. So you have to choose. Life is what you make it. You have to choose. Should I listen to the world or should I follow my instinct? Sometimes you follow your instincts, but they are wrong.
Mhm.
But keep believing in yourself. You see, you fail. For you to stand, you have to fall. Not once or twice, but you have to fall. For you to stand and start walking, see, like kids, they crawl before they stand, they fall like that. That's how life is. When people discourage you, you ask yourself, yes, after they have discouraged me, so are they okay? They have discouraged you, but they're not giving you the solution. So what if you follow their advices? You see, it's really hard. You don't listen to the world. Most of the time, you don't listen to the world, unless it's your personal advisor, which I don't have. I don't have a personal advisor. I just have my God.
Nilikuwa nataka kukuuliza. There are those personal advisors.
No, I don't have. Yes.
Thank you, Abigail. As we are winding up, thank you, Abigail, for coming. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Thank you for sharing your journeys. We are so grateful, we are so humble, and our hashtag is inspire, instruct, and innovate. And today, we're just humble. As we are talking, tulikuwa tunaongelea fashion and trends. So today, I hope someone out there ameelewa that fashion is not a nitumia aje. Fashion is not money, huwezi kuwa una invest like money. It's not
always about money. Yes.
We can do fashion, we can do anything, but usitake kuinvest like your money, like your everything there.
Yes, I can give you an example. Unaona these Pokot women. The Pokot women wanashona easy beads. Most of them, they have not gone to school. You know that. Most of them get married when they are very young. Around, like I met another girl, she got married when she was 10. She had 6 kids. When I was talking to her, she was 16. So like every year she gives birth. Every year she gives birth. So, and she was sewing these beads and stuff. They have not gone to school. So fashion is not always about money. You have to be imaginative. You have to be creative.
Thank you so much, Abigail, and thank you for keeping tuned in at Active Television Network. We are here at Active Studio, and thank you very much for watching. Keep sharing Active Television Network, and as we are ending up, thank you, Pastor O, for the platform. We are so humble. What you are doing for us, for this generation, it's so awesome. We are humble. Thank you very much. Thank you, our audience.